Streaming services. They're basically everywhere. Why be disappointed by what's on Redbox when you can be disappointed by what's on Hulu? Now, I really only use two streaming services, Spotify and Netflix. Netflix is the number one place to loiter and then be disappointed by the lack of movies and TV shows, and Spotify is the number one place to listen to all kinds of music and the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack, so it's a pretty amazing place to be. But companies always are like, oh, let's make a streaming service in a weekend. We'll use this one franchise that we know makes money and we'll make money off of that. Or in the case of Disney, let's just make a streaming services because we own everything under the sun and we'll make millions of dollars. And hey, you know what, Disney? You did it. You got more millions of dollars. Are you happy? But there's one company that has millions of dollars and still can't seem to make money off of a streaming service. I'm of course talking about Apple.
Apple has three main services, Apple Music being the most successful. It's basically Spotify, but in my opinion, it's way worse. Spotify is an overall faster and a bit smoother and better to look at than Apple Music. I know not everyone likes the whole dark mode thing, but for me, dark mode is just perfect. Plus, on Spotify, you can read those little facts about a song at the bottom by scrolling up, and I bet Steve Jobs is rolling in his grave about that one. Their second service is Apple TV Plus. That is a disgusting name. It's just confusing. Is it a new Apple TV? Is it more channels for the current TV? Is it an Apple TV with Apple Music included? No, it's none of those things. It's a worthless streaming service. I got the free trial and the shows on there were nothing worth paying for more. I watched all Snoopy in Space and canceled it right after that once I got my Snoopy-based fill. At the time of release, it only had the originals and none of them made me want to pay $5 a month for it. Now, they may have added non-Apple made stuff recently, but I'm terrified to open the app. It's not like with Disney Plus where there are the older classic Disney titles or the new stuff like Mandalorian or Gonorrhea. Apple TV Plus is just confusing and has no audience, along with Apple Arcade.
You know, for a third child, this service really gets middle child treatment.
Apple Arcade was announced at the September event 2019 on September 10th with the response of...
I said everyone loves Frogger!
It was said to have a September 19th launch. Not a great way to do it in my opinion. 9 days has time to give out information, but not enough time. You have to have some time to announce new things. Except if you're Tetris 99, you can come out at any time and still have everyone freak out. However, on the 19th, it came out with an honestly killer launch lineup. Games like Exit the Gungeon, Oceanhorn 2, Hot Lava, Shantae and the Seven Sirens, and Frogger and Toy Town. A lot of killer exclusives here. I picked up the service on a free trial and enjoyed most of the games. That is, on a controller. So I thought to take a look at the games on the service and see if it really is worth $5. Let's kick this off with Oceanhorn 2. Now, I played Oceanhorn 1 when it came out on the Switch as a demo. Not exactly sure why I did that, because I had Breath of the Wild on the Switch, and I could have just played that, but nope, I need the port of a mobile game. So I later picked up Oceanhorn 2 on Apple Arcade. I don't really know what happened in the last game, so I'm going into this one completely blind. The story starts off with some skull guy giving some old man clip art a baby with a face from a Renaissance painting. 18 years later, and it seems like we are that Renaissance painting. So now we're thrown into the game, and no thank you. I did not think this game was going to be 3D, but here we are. I decided to whip out the controller and play this like a real man. I then proceeded to beat up what looks like a Pokemon and... Well, I go to this pirate cove for a starter dungeon. I got this dinner plate for a shield and pushed a boulder. I really like this cactus enemy. I want him on a t-shirt. I ended up turning this one off. I don't really want a console quality adventure game on my phone, and I can tell it's a good game and I would maybe get farther if I had it on my Switch or something, but I really have no reason to play this on my phone. Especially when you have Exit the Gungeon to play. Aw, yeah! Enter the Gungeon is a top-down, hard-as-nails bullet hell released back on April 5th, 2016, and wow was it good. The top-down perspective is changed to a 2D view, and honestly, it works pretty well. Not as good as the first one, but still really good. The gun is changed out every once in a while, making it a fresh experience every time. No more opening chests to get guns, you now get supplies and other things from chests. You could dodge roll in all directions, and time slows down when you're about to jump, so don't actually goof up and end up dying. I was scared this game was going to be shipwrecked on mobile. I think what made me realize that really no one cared about Apple Arcade is when Nintendo announced it like this is a new game. Still, very happy this is on consoles. Please go check it out on anything but a phone. Now for a game that actually works on mobile. What the Golf is a comedic golf game that has an understanding for the audience. Oceanhorn 2 and Exit the Gungeon aren't fun because they're gameplay, it's because they are on mobile. This is a game that I can only see enjoyable on mobile. It seems like every time you play this game it throws something completely new at you. It's definitely the peak of comedic sports games, the second being Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. The bite-sized levels make it perfect for short pick-up and play bursts. You're either flinging a golf ball or your entire body. This is an easy recommendation. It's also coming to Nintendo Switch if you somehow don't have a phone. The Battle Royale devs came together and just decided to remake Battlelands Royale. This is a game that I had the least to say about. It's really not good. The frame rate looks like a 6-year-old flipbook and it's a blatant ripoff of Battlelands. 0 stars, worst game on Apple Arcade. In competition for the worst game on Apple Arcade, we have PacMan Party Royale. This name gives off some serious PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale vibes. Once again, Bandai Namco changes Pac-Man's design because, I don't know, they were bored. You have one basic mode to play with an online. That's it. I feel like Apple Arcade was like, hey guys, we need a Pac-Man game for our new service. You think you could make us a Pac-Man game and send it over? And Namco was like, sure, have this Flash game we souped up. Because that's what it feels like, a Flash game. The game opens by mocking you with the Apple Arcade logo. You control the Pac-Man and try to eat the power pellets that just decided they want to move this time. If you get a power pellet, your goal is to eat the ghost and the 3 other Pac-Mans. Pac-Men? Pac-Guys? Pac-Dudes? I'm not sure. It's a Pac-Man Battle Royale game if you already didn't get your fill on bad Battle Royale games on the service. Turning is really weird. In the other games it's quick, but on here you turn really slowly. It's like tank controls. The game looks nice though, animations are silky smooth and the colors pop for a Pac-Man game. The online component is the main selling point of this. I tried it out and it works fine. Nothing that makes me go,
oh dude, we need to play that again.
but it's fun enough. Overall, the main problem here are the controls and the lack of content. Should have just made Galaga and Pac-Man remake for the service. That would have been way cooler.
After taking a look at the few games on Apple Arcade, it's easy to realize why people don't care about the service. Either the games are way too good, like console quality stuff, or they're really lacking in content and don't make sense at all. Or what the golf that actually does it surprisingly well. But my final verdict on Apple Arcade is, it has no audience, it shouldn't exist. And also, Frogger in Toy Town is disgusting.